Here is your March 2024 Pipedrive features wrap up. Let's jump into it. Now, admittedly, this is the first Pipedrive features wrap up that we've done. So unlike future episodes that are going to be more current to the specific month in which we're wrapping up, this one is going to be a general overview of the top 5 feature updates that we have seen over the last couple months. The first major Pipedrive feature update are custom fields per pipeline. So what this looks like in practice is that you can have different deal custom fields either showing or hidden based on the pipeline that you're in. In this case, for example, I've got quite a few pipelines in my demo account here. You're able to update your settings and decide where those custom fields will show up by hitting your settings, company settings, going down to data fields, and then making sure you're on the lead/deal tab. So for an example, right now I have lead source. Lead source is a custom field that really for me is only important for the main sales pipeline that I have. So I'm going to hit edit on this current custom field here. And in this places where shown, you can see something that mentions the pipelines. Here, right now, lead source is available in all of the pipelines, but I'm going to just deselect all and then reselect just the sales pipeline because that's the only place where I want this custom field to show up. Now, when we're on the topic of deal custom fields, let's talk about a relatively new feature, deal calculated fields. An example of how you could use deal calculated fields is for calculating net profit from a deal. So you can see here I have a financial section. We've got the total deal value, say 45,000. We've got the total expenses, which say we could do is 35,000. And we can actually create a net profit field, which you can do by going to settings, company settings, data fields, adding in the new custom field, say net profit, adding it into the group if you're using them. And when you choose the type of field, in this case monetary, you can use calculated or formula fields for both monetary and numeric fields. You can hit apply formula, and right here we could take, for example, the deal value right here minus hashtag here the deal total expenses, right? And at this point then we can save that, and you'll see here that we now have the net profit, which is a calculated field. We can update the calculation just by hitting refresh, and we see that our net profit on this $45,000 deal is $10,000. The final custom field related feature update I want to talk about today is custom field groups. This is another small update, but really makes a big difference in how you can manage your data in Pipedrive. The release of this feature coincides with Pipedrive's really emphasis on being able to collapse and expand data to clean up your deal or person or organization details view as much as possible. You can see here on the left hand side, you can pretty much expand and collapse now every different section and parts of each section. If we look at the deal detail section, you can see that I've gone ahead and created a couple different deal groups or data groups. You can also see that I've done the same thing at the organization level. At the deal level, I have some, again, this was based off of a demo I did on for a hiring and recruiting business, but we have sales, job board, and candidate sections as well as financials. And then down here at the organization level, I have a field group for socials. This can be used in a lot of different ways. The way that you're able to set this up is by going again to settings, company settings, down to data fields again, and one more time, you're able to hit organize fields and add new field groups and drag and drop fields into field groups or reorganize them if they're in the groups themselves. Like with a lot of these other topics, I have a separate tutorial video that can go into these in more detail. And now on to feature update number 4. In this one, we're talking about Pipedrive reporting on contact data. In the past, we could report on things like deal and lead data, as well as activity and email performance data. Now we can expand beyond that, and we can also report on contact data. That's people and organizations. So you can look at how your organizations are segmented in a report now in Pipedrive. Let's take a look at that. An example of a really simple but useful contact report is one based on segments in your organization or your people list. For example, this report here shows all organizations that are labeled and what's the makeup of those labeled organizations. In this case, the organizations are labeled based off of the type of organization it is. In our case here, we're looking at properties, property management companies. So you can see we have property, customer, construction company, owner, and property management company. You can see the breakdown of each of these slices of the pie, the numerical value and the percentage value. You're able to create these contact reports by first navigating to your Insights tab, then hitting Add Report. Once you do that, you can click Contact and choose whether you want to create a report around people or around organizations. Sticking with the topic of reporting in Pipedrive, we're going to talk about how you can now customize colors in your reports in the Insight tab. If we take a look at this same report here, you notice that we have a really interesting mix of colors. It's not bad, but might want to improve it. Maybe you want to even make the colors fit the theme of your branding. The way that you're able to update the colors is by, on the right hand side, clicking on the key, click on the actual colors, and you can choose that for each of the segments. You're able to select it and select which color you would like to use. Well, that's going to be it for the Pipedrive feature wrap up for March 2024. Again, there was a whole bunch of things that we did not cover, and some of the feature updates that we did cover actually happened a few months ago. But moving forward, these monthly feature updates will be more up to date. If you got anything out of this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you have not done so, please subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and see you in the next one.